Hello everyone, I am Ghana. I will be your storyteller for tonight. As Tatiana would soon come to learn, the true magic of Willowville was not just in the enchanting adventures she pursued but in the hearts of the people who called it home. Stay tuned for Tatiana and his new friend Theodore in their heartwarming journey, where the town's spirit of unity and kindness would become the most enchanting adventure of all. Are you ready? Let's begin. Title: Willowville's Wonders, Tales of Unity and Adventure, Chapter 1, The Cozy Town. Once upon a time, in the picturesque and cozy town of Willowville, nestled amidst rolling hills and lush greenery, there lived a bright-eyed and curious little girl named Tatiana. Willowville, with its charming streets lined with colorful houses, a bustling market where the aroma of freshly baked bread wafted through the air, and a lovely park where children's laughter echoed, was the very embodiment of idyllic small-town life. Tatiana, a spirited young girl with an insatiable thirst for adventure, adored her hometown dearly. Its cobblestone streets were her playground, and its friendly residents were like an extended family. The town was not just a place she called home, it was a sanctuary of warmth, comfort, and endless possibilities. Yet, despite her love for Willowville, Tatiana couldn't help but feel a gentle restlessness tugging at her heartstrings. She often sat on the porch of her family's charming cottage, her gaze fixed on the horizon, wondering what exciting adventures lay beyond the boundaries of her beloved town. The distant mountains, cloaked in mystery, seemed to beckon to her, their peaks whispering tales of undiscovered wonders. As Tatiana strolled through the park, the very heart of Willowville, she would pause to watch other children playing beneath the towering oak trees or feeding the friendly ducks by the pond. Their laughter and youthful exuberance were infectious, filling the air with joy, and yet, Tatiana couldn't help but imagine what grand adventures might await her beyond the familiar park gates. She would often share her dreams of exploration with her parents, who lovingly encouraged her adventurous spirit. They told her stories of their own youthful escapades, of distant lands and hidden treasures, and assured her that the world was full of wonders waiting to be discovered. These stories ignited a fire within Tatiana, a burning curiosity that drove her to seek out her own adventures in the world beyond Willowville. Chapter 2, The Curious Boy. One sunny morning, while Tatiana was exploring the park again, she met a curious boy named Theodore. This boy had a knack for discovering hidden treasures in Willowville. Intrigued, Tatiana decided to join Theodore on his treasure hunts. Their journey to uncover Willowville was filled with surprises, but Tatiana and Theodore were about to embark on their most enchanting adventure yet. It all began one sunny morning when Theodore excitedly approached Tatiana with a rolled-up parchment in hand. "Look what I found!" Theodore exclaimed, unfurling the parchment to reveal a beautifully drawn map that seemed to shimmer in the sunlight. It was no ordinary map, it was a treasure map that promised hidden wonders within Willowville itself. Tatiana's eyes widened. On their very first adventure together, Theodore, with an excited gleam in his eyes, this map was unlike any other, filled with cryptic symbols and dotted lines that beckoned them to explore the hidden mysteries concealed within the heart of their quaint town, Willowville. With a shared sense of curiosity and anticipation, they embarked on their quest, following the map's enigmatic clues, which led them away from the familiar cobblestone streets and into the uncharted territory at the edge of. The moment they set foot into this enchanting wilderness, it became clear that they had stumbled upon something extraordinary, the legendary Enchanted Forest. Chapter 3, The Mysterious Map on Enchanted Forest. The Enchanted Forest was a place where nature was not just alive but thrived with a magical vibrancy. Trees stood tall, their branches reaching out like ancient sentinels, and they seemed to whisper age-old secrets to those who would listen. Fireflies flitted about, casting a soft, ethereal glow that illuminated the winding paths before them, creating an otherworldly ambience. As Tatiana and Theodore ventured deeper into the forest, they couldn't help but be captivated by the wonder that surrounded them. They made friends with the woodland creatures, from the friendly rabbits and curious deer to the mischievous squirrels that darted playfully among the leaves. They stumbled upon secret gardens, where flowers of every color bloomed in harmonious chaos, creating an oasis of beauty and serenity. Their most remarkable discovery, however, was the presence of a magical wishing well nestled in a tranquil glade. Its waters sparkled with an iridescent sheen, and as they tossed coins into it and made heartfelt wishes, they couldn't help but feel the profound connection between themselves and the natural world that surrounded them. At one point during their journey, Tatiana and Theodore came upon a massive, ancient oak tree. Without hesitation, they scrambled up its sturdy branches, finding a comfortable nook to sit. With the forest as their audience, they began to sing their hearts out, their voices harmonizing with the rustling leaves and the gentle breeze. It was a moment of pure joy and connection, where they realized that nature was not just a backdrop to their adventure but a living, breathing entity that deserved their respect and admiration. As they continued their exploration, each discovery and encounter reinforced the importance of nature in their lives. They learned about the delicate balance of ecosystems, the interconnectedness of all living things, and the significance of preserving the beauty and magic that existed in places like the enchanted forest. Their first adventure was not only a magical experience but also a profound lesson in the value of nature and the wonders it held for those who were willing to explore its secrets. Chapter 4: The Great Bake-Off. Back in Willowville, after their enchanting adventure in the enchanted forest, Tatiana and Theodore were inspired to do something that would bring even more magic into their community. They believed that the bonds between neighbors were just as important as the wonders of nature they had encountered, and what better way to strengthen those bonds than through the universal language of food? With their hearts full of enthusiasm, and with the help of their parents, they decided to organize something truly special, the Willowville Great Bake-Off. The idea was to create an event that would not only showcase the culinary talents of their fellow townsfolk but also serve as a delightful opportunity for everyone to come together, share delicious treats, and celebrate their close-knit community. Word of the Great Bake-Off spread like wildfire through Willowville, and soon, the town was buzzing with excitement. People from all walks of life dusted off their aprons, rolled up their sleeves, and delved into family recipe books, determined to craft the most scrumptious confections. The town's bakery shelves were quickly emptied as ingredients were gathered and ovens fired up in anticipation of the friendly competition. On the day of the event, the town square was transformed into a culinary wonderland. Tables upon tables were adorned with an array of mouth-watering desserts, from tantalizing tarts to luscious layer cakes, and fragrant pies to delicate pastries. The air was filled with the enticing aroma of freshly baked goods, drawing in residents and visitors alike. Tatiana and Theodore beamed with pride as they watched the community they loved so dearly come together in celebration. Neighbors chatted and laughed while sampling each other's creations, sharing stories, and forging new connections. Children with sticky fingers and smiles on their faces devoured cupcakes and cookies, and adults indulged in the sweet symphony of flavors that surrounded them. The Great Bake-Off was not merely a competition, it was a true testament to the spirit of Willowville. The event became a platform for the town's residents to showcase not only their baking skills but also their warmth, generosity, and camaraderie. It was an occasion where differences melted away, leaving behind a shared appreciation for the simple joys of life. As the sun dipped below the horizon and the stars began to twinkle in the evening sky, the Great Bake-Off drew to a close. Tatiana and Theodore looked upon the event with immense satisfaction, knowing that they had succeeded in their mission to bring the community together. The smiles, laughter, and full bellies of their fellow townspeople were the sweetest rewards for their efforts. The Great Bake-Off became an annual tradition in Willowville, a cherished event that continued to unite the town's residents in the bonds of friendship and shared experiences. Tatiana and Theodore's adventure had not only deepened their connection to nature but had also taught them the profound power of community and the sweet joy that could be found in coming together over a love of food and fellowship. Chapter 5: The Artful Alley. After the resounding success of the Great Bake-Off, Tatiana's love for creativity and art took center stage in her life. Inspired by the joy she found in painting and the warm sense of community that had been fostered in Willowville, she decided to embark on a new venture, the creation of an artful alley. Tatiana's vision was to transform a hidden corner of Willowville into a vibrant haven of artistry. Armed with her paints, brushes, and boundless imagination, she set to work on her first mural. Colorful strokes of paint danced across the wall, forming a breathtaking landscape of whimsical creatures, enchanting landscapes, and scenes that seemed to come alive with every brushstroke. Word of Tatiana's artistic endeavor quickly spread throughout the town, and before long, her corner of the alley was abuzz with neighbors who wished to contribute their own artistic talents. Soon, the whole town joined in, adding their unique artistic touch to the alley's growing masterpiece. Children, adults, and even the elderly found solace and fulfillment in the act of creation, and the alley quickly transformed into an ever-changing gallery of imagination and expression. The Artful Alley became a beloved gathering spot for Willowville's residents. Families would take leisurely strolls along the alley, admiring the vibrant murals and taking inspiration from the creativity that surrounded them. It wasn't long before local artists began using the space to showcase their talents, adding sculptures, interactive installations, and even impromptu performances to the mix. As Tatiana and Theodore's mission continued to evolve, they felt a deep-seated need to create a lasting symbol of the extraordinary power of kindness that had been at the heart of their community's transformation. Together, they embarked on a project that would touch the very soul of Willowville, a mural in the heart of town. This mural was more than just a work of art, it was a testament to the profound impact of compassion and unity. The mural depicted scenes of neighbors helping neighbors, children sharing their laughter, and acts of kindness that had defined the town's newfound spirit of togetherness. Every brushstroke was infused with love and intention, and the mural served as a daily reminder to passers-by of the extraordinary power of kindness and the difference it could make in the lives of others. People would pause on their way to work, school, or the market, their hearts warmed by the scenes that adorned the mural. Children would look up to the mural's figures with admiration, inspired by the values of love and compassion it portrayed. As the years passed, Tatiana's Artful Alley continued to evolve and change, reflecting the evolving stories and dreams of the townspeople. The heartwarming mural in the town square remained a testament to the enduring spirit of Willowville, a reminder that the greatest adventures were often found in the acts of love, kindness, and unity that bound the community together. Willowville had indeed become a town where the ordinary was made extraordinary through the shared experiences of its residents, where art and creativity flourished, and where the power of kindness could be seen not only in murals but in the hearts and actions of its people. Chapter 6: The Kindness Carnival. In the wake of the Artful Alley's resounding success, Tatiana and Theodore's parents were inspired by the overwhelming sense of community and togetherness that had enveloped Willowville. They saw an opportunity to further nurture and celebrate the spirit of kindness that had blossomed within their town. Thus, they hatched an idea that would not only deepen the bonds among neighbors but also spread compassion far and wide: the Kindness Carnival. With the full support and enthusiasm of the town, preparations for the Kindness Carnival began in earnest. The carnival would be a grand celebration of empathy, generosity, and goodwill. The entire town pitched in, crafting booths and activities that centered around acts of kindness. Volunteers sewed colorful banners and posters adorned with heartwarming messages, setting the stage for a day filled with warmth and compassion. The day of the Kindness Carnival arrived, and Willowville's town square was transformed into a magical wonderland of kindness. Booths and stalls lined the streets, each dedicated to a different facet of benevolence. There were stations where residents could write heartfelt notes to each other, expressing their gratitude and appreciation. Others were focused on acts of service, such as a booth where volunteers knitted scarves for the less fortunate, or a corner where people could donate gently used clothing and toys for those in need. Generosity and compassion took center stage as the townspeople participated in games that promoted empathy. Random acts of kindness will encourage participants to perform spontaneous good deeds throughout the day. From paying for a neighbor's coffee to offering a helping hand to someone in need. There was even a compliment relay, where participants would compliment each other in a relay race, reinforcing the power of positive words. Children and adults alike reveled in the carnival's spirit of caring. Face-painting artists transformed little faces into smiling suns and radiant rainbows, spreading cheer wherever they went. Balloon animals in the shape of hearts and flowers floated above the crowd, serving as joyful reminders of the love and goodwill that filled the air. As the day transitioned into night, a sense of fulfillment and contentment settled over Willowville. The Kindness Carnival had not only provided an opportunity for fun and games but had also illuminated the hearts of the townspeople, reminding them of the beauty that exists in simple acts of kindness. The grand finale of the carnival was a lantern lighting ceremony. Each resident had a lantern with a special message of kindness written on it. As the lanterns were released into the night sky, they formed a constellation of goodwill, symbolizing the enduring spirit of kindness that now illuminated Willowville. As the carnival drew to a close, the townspeople felt a deep sense of connection and belonging. The Kindness Carnival had not only been a celebration of compassion but also a powerful testament to the transformative power of kindness. Willowville had become an even warmer and more welcoming place, where acts of caring for one another had become a way of life. Everyone left the carnival with their hearts full, knowing that kindness was the true magic that made their town so special. Chapter 7: The Starry Night. One clear, crisp night, Tatiana and Theodore found themselves sitting on the porch of their cozy home in Willowville, gazing up at the vast expanse of the starry night sky. The celestial canopy above them seemed to stretch out into infinity, a breathtaking tapestry of twinkling lights that had captured the imagination of countless dreamers throughout the ages. As they sat side by side, wrapped in warm blankets, their eyes filled with wonder as they traced the constellations, connecting the dots to form imaginary stories among the stars. The familiar, comforting sights of the Big Dipper and Orion's Belt were like old friends, but on that particular night, a new sense of awe filled their hearts. In the quietude of the night, Tatiana and Theodore realized that even within their small community of Willowville, there were endless wonders waiting to be discovered. Their town, though seemingly unassuming, was a treasure trove of hidden gems and untapped potential. The realization that the world was full of undiscovered wonders was like a spark of inspiration that ignited their imaginations. With their eyes fixed on the stars, the night sky became their canvas for dreaming big. They began to imagine the countless adventures and possibilities that awaited them within Willowville's borders. The park they frequented became a vast jungle teeming with exotic creatures, and the river that meandered through the town became a winding river of mystery, leading to uncharted territories. inspired by the boundless potential of their own backyard, Tatiana and Theodore decided to embark on a new mission together, one that would uncover the hidden marvels of Willowville. Armed with flashlights and notebooks, they set out on nighttime explorations, venturing into the woods to discover the nocturnal creatures that came to life under the moonlight. Their discoveries were astounding. They encountered owls with eyes that glittered like jewels, fireflies that lit up the dark corners of the forest, and even a family of deer grazing peacefully by the riverbank. They learned about the delicate balance of nature and the interconnectedness of all living things, deepening their appreciation for the world around them. As their explorations continued, Tatiana and Theodore invited their friends and neighbors to join them on their nighttime adventures. Together, they uncovered secret spots in Willowville that held hidden beauty, from serene ponds reflecting the starry sky to forgotten trails that led to breathtaking vistas. The night sky, with its countless stars, became a source of inspiration for the entire community. Residents began to come together for stargazing gatherings, where they shared stories and legends from around the world about the constellations. They even organized astronomy nights, complete with telescopes and guided tours of the cosmos, fostering a newfound appreciation for the mysteries of the universe. The simple act of stargazing had transformed Willowville into a town of dreamers, adventurers, and stargazers. Tatiana and Theodore's initial wonderment at the night sky had ignited a passion for exploration and discovery within their community. It had shown them that even in the smallest of places, there were endless wonders waiting to be unveiled, and the night sky had become a reminder that dreams could reach as far as the stars. Chapter 8, The Hidden Heroes. After the resounding success of the Kindness Carnival, a heartwarming event that had brought the tight-knit community of Willowville together like never before, Theodore found himself inspired by the profound sense of unity and gratitude that had permeated the air that day. It was a bright, sunny afternoon when the idea struck him like a bolt of lightning. What better way to celebrate and honor the unsung heroes of their beloved town than by hosting an event dedicated solely to them? Excitement bubbled within Theodore as he shared his idea with his dear friend Tatiana, who, not surprisingly, wholeheartedly embraced the notion. That the celebrate uncovered hidden heroes, people who helped others without seeking recognition. They celebrated these everyday heroes, reminding everyone that kindness was a superpower. Their journey of discovering these remarkable individuals began with simple acts of kindness that often went unnoticed. They witnessed great policemen monitoring night and day, the gentle farmers who donated fresh produce to families in need assisted by volunteers, the teachers who gave countless hours to tutor local children, and the cheerful doctors who brightened everyone's day with a warm smile and a kind word. These were just a few examples of the unsung heroes who quietly sprinkled goodwill throughout Willowville. The celebration of everyday heroes did not end with that first gathering. It became a tradition in Willowville. Each year, the town came together to honor those who exemplified the true spirit of community. It was a day filled with laughter, tears, and heartfelt tributes to the unsung heroes who had, in their own quiet ways. Chapter 9, The Town Fiesta. With the success of their efforts to celebrate everyday heroes, Tatiana and Theodore felt it was time to organize something special for the entire town of Willowville. They wanted to create an event that would not only honor the heroes but also bring the community together in a joyous and festive atmosphere. One sunny afternoon, while sitting under the town's ancient oak tree, Tatiana and Theodore shared their ideas for what they decided to call the Grand Willowville Fiesta. They both made simple banners and they envisioned a day filled with laughter, music, delicious food, and fun activities that would showcase the town's rich culture and the spirit of togetherness. The preparations began with enthusiasm. They visited local artisans and invited them to showcase their crafts at the fiesta. The town's bakers, known for their mouth-watering treats, eagerly agreed to provide an array of delectable pastries and sweets. The talented musicians and performers in Willowville were excited to entertain the crowd with their lively tunes and dances. As the day of the fiesta approached, the town square transformed into a colorful and vibrant fairground. Banners fluttered in the breeze, and stalls lined the square, displaying handcrafted jewelry, pottery, and artwork. The aroma of freshly baked bread and sweets filled the air, drawing people in from all corners of Willowville. Tatiana and Theodore knew that the heart of their fiesta was the celebration of kindness. They set up a special Heroes Pavilion where townspeople could share stories of everyday heroes they knew. It was a place of inspiration, where children and adults alike learned about the selfless acts of their neighbors. The fiesta was a roaring success. Families gathered in the town square, enjoying games, face painting, and live music. Children laughed and danced, their faces adorned with colorful masks. There was a feeling of unity and joy that permeated every corner of Willowville. Chapter 10, The Heart of Willowville. After the enchantment of the Kindness Carnival and the countless shared moments of joy and camaraderie it had fostered within Willowville, Theodore and Tatiana's exploration of their beloved community took on new dimensions. They were no longer merely searching for hidden wonders or embarking on whimsical adventures. They were on a quest to unearth the deeper treasures that lay in the hearts of their fellow townspeople. In the wake of the town fiesta, Willowville seemed to glow with an even warmer and more vibrant spirit. The sense of unity that had been cultivated during the Kindness Carnival lingered in the air, binding the townspeople together in a tapestry of shared experiences and cherished memories. Every street they walked, every conversation they had, and every smile they encountered spoke of the enduring love and unity that defined their town. Theodore and Tatiana became avid listeners, eager to hear the stories and wisdom of their neighbors. They discovered that Willowville was not just a place with physical landmarks and geographical coordinates. It was a tapestry woven with the threads of countless life stories, hopes, dreams, and shared aspirations. As they visited the town's elders, they were regaled with tales of Willowville's rich history, stories of resilience, community spirit, and the enduring bonds that had been passed down through generations. These narratives connected the past to the present, showing how the town had grown and evolved while preserving its essential values of compassion and togetherness. They also learned through their journey about the importance of neighborly support, of lending a helping hand to those in need, and of the simple acts of kindness that had been the cornerstone of Willowville's close-knit community for decades. Armed with this newfound appreciation for their town's history and the values that held it together, Tatiana and Theodore embarked on a mission to make Willowville an even better place. They organized community cleanup events, where volunteers young and old joined forces to beautify public spaces, plant vibrant gardens, and restore neglected parks. These actions not only improved the physical appearance of the town but also strengthened the bonds of unity among its residents. Additionally, they started community projects to address local needs, from food drives to support families in need to educational programs that brought generations together to learn and share their skills. They discovered that there was no adventure more rewarding than the one that involved the shared effort to uplift and improve their hometown. Through their actions, Theodore and Tatiana realized that the true treasure of Willowville wasn't hidden in distant forests or secret gardens. It was the love and unity among its people. They had uncovered the enduring magic that resided within the hearts of their fellow townspeople. With each passing day, they saw the positive impact their efforts were making on their community. Willowville became a place where Everyone knew their neighbors by name, where people looked out for one another, and where the spirit of kindness was woven into the very fabric of daily life. In the end, Theodore and Tatiana had discovered that adventures could indeed be found everywhere, and the most profound of all was the adventure of making their town a better place together. Willowville had not only become their home, it had become a testament to the enduring power of love, unity, and the simple acts of kindness that made their community shine as brightly as the stars that had initially ignited their imagination. The end. Here are 5 morals or lessons that can be drawn from the story. The power of community. The story emphasizes the importance of building strong and compassionate communities. By coming together, supporting one another, and fostering a sense of unity, individuals can create a warm and nurturing environment that benefits everyone. Discovering wonder in everyday life. The story encourages us to appreciate the beauty and wonder that can be found in our everyday surroundings. Sometimes, the most extraordinary adventures and treasures are right in our own backyards, waiting to be explored. Kindness and compassion. Kindness and compassion are central themes in the story. Acts of kindness, whether big or small, have the power to spread joy, create connections, and make the world a better place. Preserving nature and the environment. The story underscores the importance of preserving and respecting the natural world. It highlights the wonders of nature and the need to protect it for future generations. The value of shared experiences. The story demonstrates that shared experiences and adventures can strengthen relationships, deepen connections, and bring people together. It reminds us that the journey itself can be as rewarding as the destination. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy our story today. Please don't forget to follow, like, share and subscribe to my Nene Steph.